This is a sequel to my blind spot video. I realized I left out extremely important details, which led to lots of questions. Anyway, this is a much refined and polished version of the video. Without further ado, let's get started. Unlike real life, in Roblox, we play in third person. Imagine a giant eyeball observing your avatar and surroundings. You can see places without exposing your avatar directly. Now that we understand how perspective works, let's talk about using blind spots to your advantage. Anything that blocks you from seeing a player's full body is a blind spot. Blind spots can be used for trying to stay stealthy and stun the killer to help a chased survivor, while the chased survivor can use them to break line of sight and waste the killer's time. To break line of sight if you're the one being chased, first maintain a long distance however you can. Then move to a blind spot and position according to the killer's perspective. Pick blind spots that also have many blind spots behind them, making it harder for the killer to guess where you went. When you're in a blind spot, you can either continue running to another blind spot or hide. Make sure the blind spots behind the one you enter can realistically be reached before the killer catches up. This takes practice and smart distance calculations. If done incorrectly, the killer can easily tell where you went. If done right, the killer will have to guess where you went, whether you're hiding or probably already running away. Places with good blind spots are this part of Branded Works and Yorick's Resting Ground. They have many blind spots that are close to each other. If the killer suspected correctly that you're still hiding, use their blind spots to move and cover your footsteps. Some killers increase sound effects and lower music volume to hear better. You can cover your footsteps in two ways, spamming the sprint button or holding the move button, but not for more than a second. If you're deuce a car, positioning gets easier. What if the killer uses ESP skills after you break line of sight? Simple. Do it all over again. Stun them, maintain distance, and break line of sight again. Or keep track of the killer's cooldown, and don't hide in places that has no way out. Though Cool Kid has no aura reading, Jason can read only the aura of the nearest player. 1X and John Doe are the troublesome ones. You'll need to continuously stun them. What if the killer tracks you through music layers or stamina? Both of these aren't reliable for detecting players when it comes to blind spots. Music might be a little bit reliable for the killer if you don't know how to cut the music off. Killers can't hear music layers 1 through 3, only the final layer. So after stunning or creating distance, go as far as possible to stop the music. When you manage to do so, the killer can't use the music for detecting players unless they could get close again. Plus, if there was another survivor who, let's say, might be a sentinel who started chase sequence in the music, the killer's music will still play not for the targeted survivor, but for the swarming sentinel, which there always will be since it's a team game. The same can be said for stamina detection. Speaking about stamina detection, killer's stamina detection is huge. It cannot be used to accurately tell where the survivor is, even during LMS. Sometimes chases won't end right away, but you already stalled them for a while if they're hell-bent on finding you, especially if you're a support character. During on a LMS, using this trick gets pretty challenging. Anyway, time to show you highlights of me using blind spot tricks to escape from killers.